I've been working on the same novel since before the pandemic, and I'm still not finished. I have 58,000 words inside of 47 chapters, but I'm still missing an ending. This book has been hanging over me for years, but I kept putting it away. So this past week, I finally found a way to get back into it. Instead of stressing out about final word count, I made a pact. I'm starting a 4-hour per weekend experiment over the next 5 weeks. That's my pact. I want to see what happens when I stop pressuring myself to find the perfect ending and just write for the sake of writing. I have a backyard cabin which functions as my writer's shed, and I've been using it now for almost a year. Well, a little bit less than a year. We took delivery last April, and we're just heading into April of the next year. It took us all summer to put this cabin together, but I started using it officially in early fall of last year, and it has been game changing for me. Today, for instance, is kind of a gloomy, rainy, icky early spring day. It's not particularly cold, but it's very damp. So I have my fairy lights on. Sometimes I use candles. And it makes it really cozy in here. And it puts me in the mood. And I can concentrate. And I love it. I love this space so much. And I'm getting a lot accomplished, which of course is perfect. Now, what about this pact I mentioned earlier? Well, I wrote a Substack article and I explain what exactly I mean by a pact in that article. I'll link it below, but here's a fragment of the article. The point of making a pact with yourself is to take that one thing that's been on your mind and commit a specific time frame to actually doing it. It's not a goal, which means you cannot fail. So, fear of failure is not a valid excuse here. What a pact does instead is provide you with an opportunity to try something for a short period of time, and when that time lapses, you analyze the data. And this is what appealed to me about pacts. You come from a point of curiosity. What can I do in a specific time frame? And when you're finished, you're treating this as data analysis. All you're doing is collecting data. You're not worried about whether the book is going to be finished or the ending is going to be perfect. You just want to know how you were able to write during that time frame and whether or not it worked for you. I use Atticus to write my book. It's similar to Scrivener. This is what it looks like. I have 2 copies of this book in my app. One is the current story that has been set aside 10 times. The other copy is the current version with the edits. At the end of the first weekend indicated in my pact, I completed 9.5 hours of uninterrupted time on editing the first 24 chapters. Ask me if it's cold in the cabin today.